What up, everyone? What up? I'm back. This is Tuck Notes, beginner stock talk. I've had some previous problems with my Wi-Fi service, but you should get this video tonight. I figured it out. So anyways, let's get into it. And what do I have to talk about and what's going on? We're going to be talking about GameStop, and I'm kind of getting more of the picture about what's going on. You got some of you who are going to watch this already probably maybe know about this, and this might be just you've heard this already, but there's maybe something in here you might not have heard of. And so I'm going to go over just briefly what I'm going to talk about. And so this situation with GameStop and how it went up, it shot up really fast because of these short sellers. This situation presented itself in 2008 with a company called Volkswagen. And if you go back and look in the histories of 2008, you will see Volkswagen went up to $1,000 a share because of the short squeeze. And I imagine Volkswagen was at a much lower rate at that time. So I'm going to read to you kind of the notes that I took from the source that I give you guys my information from, and just kind of roll with it. I try to stay on track, but I kind of sometimes veer off, and I'll catch myself if I do. But according to Mox report, moxreports.com, in 2008, I'm going to read you this paragraph. And in October 2008, short squeeze on shares of Volkswagen AG has since been referred to as the mother of all squeezes. It is also perhaps the earliest use of the term infinity squeeze. It was during the middle of the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, and Volkswagen was increasingly being viewed as a potentially bankrupt candidate. In other words, Volkswagen was viewed as an exceptionally attractive short candidate. However, at very depth of the crisis, an orchestrated short squeeze on Volkswagen shares caused Volkswagen to briefly become the most valuable company in the world, worth more than market cap than ExxonMobil. This is at 2008 in the time. Okay. What basically now, so we're going to get into, so that basically now you can take Volkswagen and go, all right, that's GameStop. And that's what's going on now. And that is what's going on now. GameStop is, there's similar, same type of story. And the claim, I don't know from who, but the short sellers are not going to give up. And you're going to get a little bit more into it. So who's going to outlast who? Getting a lot of, there's, so I just watched, I'm all over the place, but there's GameStop is getting a lot of retail investors buying in on GameStop, and they're saying they're buying their shares and they're holding their shares. Whether that's true or not, we don't know. And so there was an interview with a billionaire that I watched just now, and he went and he wanted to get his opinion about this GameStop thing and what's going on. And this billionaire, I'll tell you right now, he got GameStop in February, and he said it'll get to $115 by this date in February. And it went up to its highest point. He sold his profits. He gained $500,000, of which he all donated to charity. And you know, that's also a tax write-off for him, which is a plus. And it's weird how everything comes to full circle and it works out for everyone in time. So this guy, I'll read the notes that I wrote down. The interview with the billionaire, want to get his opinion. His theory, one of them, is we have a group of people that were sons, daughters of the 2008 crash. They watched their parents lose their houses, their homes, and so much. Now today, we're seeing a rebellion of 20 to 25-year-olds, you know, these are my words, ganging up on Wall Street via in a forum, chat room, talking to each other to build each other's backs to not give up on the short sell against the long-term Wall Street holders. And, you know, society that wants to see their parents, you know, they want to see their parents get their money back, basically, that they lost. And it takes a lot of faith and assistance to figure out what to do and then make a move. And these are the words of the billionaires taking that, you know, what I just said right there, to make a move, like to get in on this and be a part of this movement, because that's what it is right now, kind of. And I told you about what he donated. And we're seeing a pushback in the establishment, and that's really important, people. We're seeing a pushback in the establishment. So that's kind of like we're, you know, rebellion, a pushback. You know, that's a softer term of saying it. And he had three reasons, and I said it. One was coming out of a post-2008 depressions. Kids, you know, realized about how their families lost everything. 3, retaliatory against Wall Street. And so now the guy that I get my sources from just made another video that's going to go in more detail about this, and I'm going to make the video and I'm going to upload it to you guys. It's a very interesting story that's going on right now. This is something that does not happen at all. Like you heard it. Last time this happened was in 2008. So it's like you piss someone off enough, they're gonna, you know, like rebel. And that's kind of like, I guess, what I'm taking out of this story. And if you have more input into it and understanding, you know, my power's off to you. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. This, you know, I wasn't trying, this wasn't like a penny stock thing, but this is a very educational experience for us to learn from and remember, for us not to make mistakes or avoid things and not get involved in certain situations or get involved in certain situations based on your beliefs. All right, so this is Tuck Notes on YouTube. You reach me at Instagram at TuckerMLO, and you can check out my blog at #TucksBlog. Hope you guys have a great night, and stay tuned to part 2. Oh, I got a little clicker so I can push stop. Check it out.